Welcome back to our course UCI 104 Data Manipulation and Design of Presentations. Today I want us to proceed from where we left in our previous slide or previous lecture. In our previous lecture we were able to create a simple table in Microsoft Excel and we were able to enter data and carry out basic formattings. Now today I want us to continue with formatting features that you can apply on a table in Microsoft Excel and other manipulations you can do on a table in terms of inserting columns, inserting rows, deleting them, hiding column and row, and then maybe changing the style and doing a basic formula in Microsoft Excel. Without much ado, let us go to our Excel spreadsheet we had created earlier. Now, this is our spreadsheet we had created earlier. I want us to add in some more functionalities. Supposing you discover that you need to add some more columns. Let's say, maybe before you go to that, let's say this was called name. This was called name. This one I just called it math. Supposing you type a rather long name, you say here, instead of just saying name, you write name of the student. Look at that. Name of the student. Now you discover that that name of the student, it's like it's overflowing or it has a tendency to hide off some other parts of the text. To remove that kind of feature or that kind of um, scenario where the text does not appear in full, you click on that text and then click on this button we call wrap text. Wrap text means a long text will appear into multiple lines so you can be able to see all of it. Remember here we cannot see everything here. We even don't know exactly what this one is. You can only see of the something. We don't know what it is. So we want to see everything in that cell. So you click that cell and say text wrap. You say text wrap, it will be able to expose everything in multiple lines so we are able to see. This is a feature we call text wrap. I want to give another example. Let me type something on this cell and say data manipulation, data manipulation and analysis. You can see this one, this information is in cell C9, but you can see it is spreading like to other cells. So we just want it to be restricted to cell C9. So click that cell C9 and then click wrap text. When you wrap text, everything will appear there and it will fit within the size of the column. When you increase the column size, it will also change like that. So it will be able to move and resize itself depending on the number of lines, depending on the size of the text. So that's called text wrap. Supposing your column name appears longer and you want everything to be seen directly, then you need to go to that feature called text wrap. Now let's go to the next thing that we can be able to do is maybe supposing you want to add a column. Let's say there's a column here we call stream. Maybe this is a student they are in stream. Some people call it west, east, south, whatever. We want to add that column here after we have already typed this. So what do? You just need to click where you want to add. For example, let me click to cell column C. When you click column C and then you right click and say insert, what it will do, it will automatically insert a column to the left. So now I can put here something like stream. Let's say stream. I can call the student is in stream west, maybe stream east, maybe this one is in west, maybe this one is in east, and many other ways. You may also want to create maybe another column here where you want to put something like let's say grade. Let me say grade. So I right click on the right column and then I choose insert. It will insert to the left. So let me say I want to put there something like grade. So grade, I can resize my columns so that everything flows smoothly. So you can see I've created a column, created a column, created a column. What about a row? You discover that there was another student you wanted to add in between Ken and Faith. What do? Click on column, on row 4 like that. The same way, right click inside there and then choose insert, and then you'll get a new row which has been created there. That row you can also insert a new name of a student, and there you have it. The next thing maybe you may want to know is that you may want to delete some rows. Let's say you want to delete some information. Delete this row. What do? Click on this on the row number. This row number 4. Right click and then choose delete. That will automatically delete that row. Suppose I want to delete this column called grade. What do? Click on the column letter and then right click. So column letter and then right click and then choose delete. It will delete that row. So those are the basics of deleting a row and then inserting a row, inserting a column, deleting them. You can create as many and delete as many depending with the way your data looks like. Now, other features like hiding, we may look at it I think later. But now I want to look at a basic way of giving a style to your table. So I want us maybe to give a style to our table. So select everything in your table. And up here, we have what we call cell styles. Cell styles, there are various kinds of cell styles. You can experiment with many. So if you like point here, you will see how the color changes. Point here, you can point there, you can point there, you can see input. You can point there, you can point there. You can see quite a number of designs, quite a number of cells, designs that we have. So depending with your preference, you can be able to go for one of these designs that you may want. Let me see one that I like. All that. Let me see. You can maybe choose that. You can choose that. That becomes one of the styles you may want. If you want to go back to your style, select it, go back to cell styles, then um, you may choose normal, or you may choose output like that, and then you get something like that. So basically, that's how you can play around with this information, and then you can also create tables by merging some fields into one. Like I said, um, you can create complicated tables by merging cells into one. Maybe for now, I want us to look at now how to do a simple calculation. I want us now to do a simple calculation to add these numbers 80 plus 70 plus 65 plus 87 plus 90. There are two ways of doing that, which I want us to practice. Now, before that, let me copy this. We create a duplicate. So I select everything, copy, go to cell 1, and then I paste it there because we shall use it for a different way. Now, under cell, just click escape to remove that. Now, we want to put a formula here that can be able to add all this 80 plus 70 plus 65 and automatically add these others. So how do we go about it? A formula always begins with an equal sign. So put an equal sign, then ask yourself, what do you want to do? You want to add this cell to this cell, to this cell, to this cell, and to this cell. So the easiest way, after putting in the equal sign, just click on what you want to add. So I want to add this cell, 80. So when you click 80, it will give you the cell reference D3. As you can see, this cell is D3, and then put your plus sign. And then what else do you want to add? Cell E3, which is 70. So click on 70, put your plus sign, click 65, put your plus sign, 87, put your plus sign, and then this other one, of course, is hidden. You may not be able to see it well, but it is H1. So you can as well type H1 and just hit enter. You can see that it automatically adds up everything. You can try it manually using your calculator to see whether this computation is correct. Now, if you want now this calculation to be automatically done for the rest of the names, even if they are 100, what you just need to do is to select this one. Now, remember, when you select this one, it will give you this formula up here. This one is called a formula bar to show you the formula you are working on. You are getting cell number D3 plus cell number E3, cell number F3, G3, and then H1. Is it H1? Not H1 actually. This is supposed to be H3. Supposed to be H3. Sorry, H3. So when you click there, you will see all the cells which are you are adding. Now we want this thing to appear for all of them. So what do? There are two methods. Click on that number, on that formula, on the bottom right corner. Put your cursor there until you see a plus sign. Once you see that, hold down the button of your mouse, the left button, and then drag it down up to all the records you want them to be added. Then release your mouse, and then automatically you will see that your records will be summed up automatically. That is one method. Number two method, you can do, let's now go to this one. You can also hit equal sign. Equal sign indicates to Excel that this is a formula. Number two, we can use a function. A function is some kind of formula that has been pre-created. So a function called sum. So you just type sum, then put bracket, and then where do you want to sum? From where to where? So I want to sum from here to here. So you select from where you want to begin from, drag up to where you want, and then put your closing bracket, and then hit enter. It will also do automatically. Now, if you want to repeat the same for the remaining rows, there are two ways, like I said. You can click on that formula, come to the bottom right corner until the sign is generated, and then you drag down up to where you want. And there you get all your formulas done. Number two way of doing that is you may not want to drag that way. You can just select that formula and then select up to down, and then go to your tab here. There's something called fill, and then you choose that and then choose fill down, and then it will continue and finish up everything. So that's a basic, very, very basic way of adding. That one is introducing us now to formulas. In our next tutorial, we shall now be looking at how to work with different kinds of formulas, whether it's arithmetic operations or logical operations. But just as a reminder, is that we have mainly four arithmetic operations. We can do additions, we can do subtractions, we can do multiplication, and we can do divisions. So that's what we'll be looking at maybe in our coming tutorial. But practice, make sure you practice this, type this spreadsheet, type this record in your spreadsheet, in your computer, in your laptop, so that you're able to practice how to do sum. And then once you master that, the rest of the operations will not be difficult. So for now, let's stop there. Have a nice day.